What's going on, Legionnaires, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, and make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content we have coming out. Now, for this video, we're going to be jumping into the Infinite Frontier Nightwing issue number 79. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with the Infinite Frontier, you haven't been keeping up with Nightwing, go ahead and check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It's going to take you to a playlist that's going to get you completely caught up on everything that's been going on thus far. Now, in the last issue, we saw Dick Grayson inheriting Alfred's fortune, and we were also introduced to Mayor Zucco, and there's some kind of weird relationship between her and the man who murdered Dick's parents. Or at least that's what it seems to be so far. Now, this is written by Tom Taylor. Pencils is by Bruno Redondo. Inks is the same and colored by Adriano Lucas. And with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright guys, so as we dive into this issue, Dick Grayson is really thinking to himself here. Thinking how he spent his life working without a safety net. And what we see here is some really awesome artwork of all the iterations of Dick Grayson, kind of the stages throughout time. But one of the reasons he's always worked without his safety net is because there's always been someone there to catch him. From his parents, to Batman, to Alfred, to the Teen Titans, or to all the Robins, there has always been somebody he can lean on when times are dire. Someone that makes him feel safe. And this is where we see Dick and Oracle sitting here with this new puppy that Dick kind of had to adopt, more or less. Now, obviously, Dick doesn't know what he's going to do with this dog, but for the time being, the puppy's fed. It's sleeping, and they want to go out and get some food of their own. And this is where they head over to Marv and George Pizza, 24-hour pizza joint, and him and Oracle walk. They walk and eat this pizza, and he takes her to a place in Blüdhaven that he really enjoys. And it's a statue, a fountain depicting a whaler fighting off the monsters of the sea. You know, this was a whaling town, and this was depicting what the people believed the sailors would have to fight out at sea, or at least the mythology and the folklore around it. Now, Dick Grayson, he's been struggling a lot, and adding money to this, you know, being a millionaire now, really has him questioning who he is. What can he do now? How can he help people in a better way? You know, for a minute, he forgot who he was. You know, he was shot in the freaking head. But it gets him thinking, you know, what did he leave behind? What did he create that it was going to keep going on when he was gone? You know, yeah, he was punching some bad guys. He did the right thing when it came to protecting the citizens. And while, yeah, all of it's maybe a oversimplification, at the end of the day, Dick Grayson still feels like he just didn't do enough. And at the end of the day, he also feels like Batman doesn't do enough. And he just wants to do more. He wants to do something to truly help people, change some real lives. Now, in the midst of this conversation, they have a man and a child come up to them, asking if they can spare some change. Now, you gotta remember, this is Blüdhaven. And Blüdhaven is a very, very poor community. Now, Dick Grayson lets them know, you know, they don't have any money, they don't have any cash on them. But if he waits up, he'll go buy him food. All the food that they really want. And he also tells him to invite anybody he knows that may be hungry, because he's gonna buy everybody pizza. And this is where we see them back at the pizza joint, and he's bought literally anybody who arrives some pizza. Even these kids who want to take it to go, they take 3 pizzas to go. And so this is what Dick Grayson wants to do. He wants to help people, and this is a great start, using his money wherever he can. Now, he's trying to get this man and his kid, he's trying to get him a hotel room. And as he's on the phone with the hotel trying to book it for a whole month for him, he realizes his wallet has been swiped. Those kids took his wallet right from under his nose, and this is where Oracle, she just can't help herself. She group texts everybody and lets everybody know that Dick Grayson, aka Nightwing, just got pickpocketed by some kids. And so these two hurry off, trying to track down where these kids went, and hopefully finding his wallet. Now, this is where we pick up with Martin and his son. These two got done, you know, eating their fill of pizza, and they're making their way back home. But on their way back home, someone is in an alleyway. Someone with a very unique gun. Now, this individual hiding in the shadows tells Martin to tell his son to run. And that's exactly what we see his son do. And Martin, he tries to bargain with the man in the shadows. He tries his best to let him know that he doesn't have anything worth of value. But the man in the shadows lets him know that he does have something of value, something that he wants. And that something is his heart. And this is where we see the gun go off and shoot a tube directly into his chest. And as it retracts, we see a hole in Martin's chest, presumably ripping his heart out. And then we're taken back over to Dick and Oracle. Now Dick suits up as Nightwing because he needs to go find his wallet. Now his wallet has a tracker in it, and there's nothing, hugely important in there, but it's more of the principle of the matter. Kind of just gonna teach the kids a lesson, teach them not to steal, the best course of action, if you will. And so he suits up, and as he suits up, Oracle, she puts a kind of lens on his mask. This allows her and enables her to be able to see exactly what he is seeing. And this is where we see Nightwing jumping from rooftop to rooftop, tracking down where these kids went. And as he closes in on the location, he stops on one of the rooftops and realizes that this is actually a much bigger problem than he realized. Because what he sees down on the street level is Boss Maroney. And Boss Maroney is sitting down talking with the soon-to-be Mayor Zucco, Melinda Zucco. And really their conversation is going along the lines of the boss telling her that he is proud that she's taken the position of mayor. And so right off the bat, we're knowing that she is absolutely up to no good whatsoever. But as this conversation is going on, we see the three boys that had previously robbed Dick Grayson. And Nightwing knows exactly what's about to happen. These boys are going to try to rob the boss. They're going to try to pull a wallet out right here. And he knows that they're going to get caught, but they try it anyway. And as they make their way through here, one of the security guards catches the eye as one of the kids grabs a wallet. And immediately, these bodyguards draw out their guns and they start running after these kids. And it looks like they're about to open fire on them. And this is when Nightwing makes his appearance, jumping down from the rooftop and just beating the crap out of these bodyguards like it is absolutely nothing. And as quickly as he knocks them down and knocks them out, he grabs onto a semi-truck that is driving by and he's on the move. Now the whole time Oracle's in his ear, and Oracle's saying, why don't we call the cops and have those guys arrested? But Nightwing lets her know, this is Blüdhaven. The cops don't care here. They may get arrested, they may go to jail, but they'll be out by the end of the night. By morning, they're gonna be out of jail. But she insists, and Nightwing lets her. He's like, all right, go ahead. Go ahead and try. You need to learn this lesson, more or less. You need to find out exactly what Blüdhaven is all about. And this is where we see Nightwing making his way to these kids that stole all of this stuff, almost got killed, stole from Dick Grayson himself. This city has forgotten how to take on its monsters and win. But it's not the only thing that has been forgotten, because the people have been forgotten. And this is when Nightwing comes across a tent city of homeless people. But it's not adults that are living here. The oldest person looks to be 16 years old, so it's a camp full of homeless children. And this is where Nightwing learns real quick that these kids, they're stealing just so they can stay alive, just so they can make it. And the kids, they ask, please don't hurt us. We're sorry that we stole. And Nightwing, it breaks his heart. He's just like, I would never, just keep the money, keep the wallet. I'm sorry I even came to bother you guys. Keep everything that you guys have stolen. And this is where Nightwing takes off, leaving these kids and heading up to meet Oracle. And they're on the rooftop having a discussion about how the police did nothing. And so Oracle's really starting to learn exactly what Blüdhaven is all about. And she asks if he was able to get the wallet back. And he says no, he let them keep it. But now he knows exactly what he wants to do with his money. He wants to be a safety net for the city, for the people that are getting forgotten about. He wants to catch all of the people who have fallen. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Personally, I'm absolutely loving it. This Nightwing run running into the Infinite Frontier world has been absolutely fantastic. You know, we're just continuing on with our story, but Tom Taylor has really been doing a phenomenal job, and I really do feel like he understands how to write Dick Grayson. Not only that, but Nightwing as well. You know, he does really good job of balancing the alter ego, and we're really seeing some new character growth here. We're seeing Nightwing now step up and try to be more than Bruce Wayne, which is all Bruce Wayne could ever ask for. You know, that's all you ever want from your children, is for them to be better. And that's exactly what it looks like Nightwing is going to be headed to be doing. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you have not yet, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and until the next video.